morning, everyone. It's us, Linz and Tom. We're really enjoying our stay in Lisbon, but we decided to see what else Portugal has to offer. We're at a metro station right now, and we're going to go to Lisboa Oriente station, one of the most beautiful stations in the world, where we're going to hop on to an Alfa Pendular service by National Railroad CP all the way to Porto. Now, the Alfa Pendular is Portugal's fastest train. It's a tilting high-speed train. It runs on normal tracks, but it's still a faster service than anything else CP has to offer. I've been wanting to ride this for a long time, and I think we're excited about it. Let's go see Porto. Our hotel was on the Metro Green Line, but Oriente is on the Red Line, so we have to transfer at Alameda. If you love train travel, hit that subscribe button. We upload at least once a week, and this way you won't miss any of our content. You can also join our community on Patreon. Your support gives you access to cool features such as early video releases. And finally, follow us on our social media, Instagram and TikTok. So this behind us right there, that's Lisboa Oriente station. Probably Portugal's most important station, and also ranked as one of the most beautiful stations in the world. It's got kind of a metallic treetop canopy type roof, and most long distance services throughout Portugal stop here. Lisboa Oriente station is in the Parque das Nações neighborhood, which is a district with a lot of modern buildings, and Oriente station fits right in. The concourse is made out of concrete and has a few different shops as well as access to the subway. They have a fartura stand, which is Portuguese donuts. And this is what it's like on the platform at Oriente station. Now, one thing to know, especially during COVID times, the Portuguese are very strict about wearing masks indoors and on public transportation, and people are very good at wearing them. Honestly, the United States could learn a thing or two from the Portuguese. We have about 40 minutes before our train leaves. This is very early for me, but also did not want to miss this. So we have time to take a look at all the cool trains that come through here. Oriente is a hub for suburban services, but it's also where intercity services and regional services leave to all different corners of the country. Now, I've already uploaded the video where you can see all the trains we saw that morning. We're taking the train today from Lisbon to Porto, but our train actually originates in Faro in the south of Portugal, which is why we're getting on here at Lisboa Oriente instead of Santa Apollonia. Our train is leaving from platform 5, and we're in car 5, so let's walk to the right place. Here's our train. These are some of the best designed trains in Europe, in my opinion. Once the crowds are dispersed, we'll finally be able to get onto the train. I think there's one more person getting off. One thing I've noticed about boarding trains in Portugal is that the boarding process could be a lot more efficient than it is now. Oh, it smells good. 31 and 33.
These seats look promising.
I know it looks like they have a lot of nice stuff. So far I see power outlets, little trash can. Let's look at these tables. Huge tables. These footrests. And looks like Lindsay found the recline of the seat.
That was nice.
It's for your headphones. Change the channel. Can you try this?
There were also coat hooks, which we didn't need because, man, summers are gorgeous in Portugal. And the trash can is a mobile unit, I guess.
I've been on a lot of trains in my life, and this one is fancy.
Now, the charm of the Alfa Pendular can be divided into two parts. First, there's the technology. The train has sensors that measure the curve ahead, and then a computer instructs the different cars to tilt accordingly. Because of the tilt, the train can actually round the curves faster than normal trains can, and so the Alfa Pendular is able to run at 220 kilometers per hour instead of 200, making travel time only 3 hours between Lisbon and Portugal. It's really hard to capture the tilting of the train on camera, but I gave it a shot. And of course, this is where the pendular part of the name comes in. Then there's the Alfa part. The Czech Republic and Slovenia operate these exact same train sets, albeit on standard gauge instead of Iberian gauge, but it is really the refurbished Portuguese version, the train we're on now, that within the European railway community is considered one of the most premium trains available.
So we're trying to figure out where we are. We're heading north to Porto, but both of our GPSs say
McDonald's in Lagos.
we're at a McDonald's in Lagos.
I hope we're going the right way.
I hope they have chicken nuggets.
Of course, we're seasoned train travelers, and we weren't wrong, the GPS was. Time to go for a wander along the train. Looks like they have coin-operated luggage locks. That's fancy, never seen that on a train before.
You can lock these for €1.
I love the lime green color. It is super stylish. Let's check out the bathroom. Whoa. Just a disclaimer, I'm probably the worst person in the world when it comes to locking train bathroom doors.
So as you can see, the lock is a little bit of a problem. It smells like an airplane bathroom, but it looks a whole lot nicer. A sink, and I think that soap toilet paper, square toilet. For really strong people to change their baby's diapers. It's actually really hard to walk through this train when it's doing the tilting thing.
Now, the average age of Portuguese trains is really old compared to some other European countries. This Alfa Pendular was built in 1999, and it is actually one of the newer trains on the Portuguese rails. As you can tell, it's still quite loud. Now, this car is the wheelchair car. There was a lot of space by the seats there, and there's a ramp at the doors. And if we head over to the next car, we will still be in Turistica. Now, the Alfa Pendular has two different classes. Turistica is second class, pretty much, and then there's Comfort, which is first class. And they're separated by the cafe. The cafe has a separate door for deliveries. The blinds by the counter work just as the regular blinds at the windows do. And honestly, I really wanted to order something from the cafe, but I was just underwhelmed by what they were serving. It's probably because of COVID, and you know what? It's not a bad thing for me to not spend money. Besides, we had packed some of these instead.
Your favorite?
Our first stop en route, Coimbra-B. The B part of the station alludes to the fact that there is actually a Coimbra station closer to the center of the city, but only urban trains stop there.
This is Coimbra, one of the more major cities in Portugal, and about halfway on our trip between Lisbon and Porto.
Now that's 220 kilometers per hour, baby. This is Aveiro station, where you can transfer to the Linha do Voga, the last narrow gauge railway in Portugal, and popular among tourists because of its beautiful scenery. Porto was not far away anymore, but because of track construction, we had to run slowly, and this added about a 20-minute delay to our trip. We're right on the Atlantic coast here, and there seems to be this massive wall of clouds blocking our view of the ocean.
I'm excited to be in Porto, but I'm also a little bit sad to say goodbye to this Alfa Pendular because that was one of the best train rides of my life.
Porto Campanha is not in the city center of Porto, but it is the main railway station and a variety of trains stop here, even an international train to Vigo in Spain. Now I'm going to show all those trains in a separate video. Now we want to go downtown. This is the railway station.
Also, we were looking at getting one of those, but don't bother getting it from that lady. She says they don't exist. Whatever that means.
Yes, the internet recommends tourists to buy a Porto card, but Porto itself does not seem to sell them. So, let's go find the Porto Metro on the more modern side of the station building and head into the city. There's some extra platforms here, but it is a little bit difficult to find the metro station.
So, metro station over there, I think. This might be where you can buy those cards.
We gave up on the Porto card and just decided to buy metro tickets at the ticket machine in the station. You have to go underneath the metro tracks, then around. Now this is the Porto Metro. It's actually more of a light rail. They use tram vehicles. Just like the Alfa Pendular, I had wanted to ride these for a long time and today was finally my chance. As we explore Porto and ride more of the metro, you can join us, but that will be in a next video. Thank you so much for watching today's special video about the Alfa Pendular. Coming up in Portugal, we have, like I mentioned, videos about the Porto Metro. We're going to do train spotting at Porto Campanha station, and we're going to take the Intercidades back to Lisbon. Please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome and consider joining us in our Patreon community. This is a cool way to support us and to have access to some unique features. You can also follow us on Instagram, and we'll be right here next week with another exciting train trip.